Hello, team. Welcome to today's episode. We have a very exciting episode for you today, all about our brand new release. We tipped it last week. Today, we're giving you all the details. So let me bring in here. We got Jeff with us. What's up, Jeff? How we doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, Caleb. Man, it's good to be here. Thanksgiving break, wherever the viewers at, it's good, man.
Yep. Yep. Good to see you guys. We want to hear from you. Put in here where you're tuning in from, and any questions that you may have as we go through this. Please put them in the comments, and we're going to explain and show you all the details of everything. But believe it or not, we actually are. It's such a big project that we actually have a special somebody we want to show you. What you want to introduce it, Jeff? Here.
Yeah, let's see if we can. You think we can go live to see what's happening?
I think we can go live to see Rick here.
On here. Hey, Rick, can you hear us? Are you there?
Yeah, man, it's almost there. We're rendering here. I'll have it up soon. We got to make the Dave, to complete the project here, but the regular video is going well.
Regular video is going on. What is this video? What's going on? Can you give us an update? I know the viewers are just waiting to hear. The signal's a little scratchy, Rick, but I think you got it there. Is it tropical storm?
Well, is it okay to say the word?
Say the word. Yeah,
you say the word.
First, you heard it here first live. Yeah.
This is for the Copeland coin shell.
What?
Available now
Blown away.
For our Black Friday sale, among other things.
Jeff was literally blown away.
Blown away. Tropical storm shell.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
So as you've heard, Rick is hard at work and has been for quite a while because this is one of our most packed downloads that we've done for this new release. And as you heard, it is a coin shell.
Oh my gosh, the coin shell.
Man, show them what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. Looks like a coin.
Close.
That's it.
Looks
and
just
we're done.
We'll see you guys next week. And no, just kidding. Go show them what the everything looks like.
That's the shell right there. So it's that is doing the magic right there. It's our brand new shell.
So good. So before we get into all the details on that, can we just briefly, Jeff, tell the viewers why did we choose to create a shell? What are we trying to accomplish with our particular shell?
Yeah, those are really good questions, and so I'll talk about that because we're gonna hear more from Ricky in a minute about shells because he can probably clue us in on a lot. I'm so glad that he could take a break from editing. So important.
And then he survived that storm.
I've been cracking the whip. That's been the storm coming down on Rick. Rick, get the video done. So we did a couple things different in the shell. It's not, I wouldn't say that the shell is a pretty old gimmick, and so I can't say that we've completely reinvented the wheel, but I think we've made some smart choices in implementing them, and maybe something that hasn't been done before. I don't know, but the idea with the shell, if you don't know, sometimes we code it in the live stream as a turtle. It is a duplicate type coin. This is not really our lecture. If you want to learn this kind of stuff, you want to investigate more what a shell is. We've got some information on the website. We feel like that's for people that really want to investigate. They're into the magic. So I won't explain everything here, but the website gives you a pretty good detailed model of what a shell is and how it works. But the idea is that historically, to get a full coverage shell, which is like this, so that you can make two coins look as one, to do that, you had to expand a coin. You'd expand it out mechanically, and that would stretch the face of it. You can imagine if you have a piece of elastic or rubber band, when you stretch it, it expands and causes distortion. So what I did was I just minted a coin to the exact specifications that I wanted to give complete coverage on the coin so that it will appear as one at all times when the gimmick is in place. And that allows for zero distortion. So there's no distortion on the face. It looks exactly as it should be with the coin. And when you compare it to another coin that is not shelled here, you see that you've got the same exact look, and it's only mildly different. And so in performance, it's going to have pass complete scrutiny. So if I mix them up here, I think it'll be hard for you to tell particularly in performance, like exactly which coin is which. And so by doing that, I've solved for that problem. And then it allows for 100% performance coverage. I mean, our coverage, depending on your exact coin, is going to be 99% to 100%. I tried to hit the exact curvature so that the shell will release properly. You could have a such thing as too deep of a shell. Also, by minting my coin, the face of the shell is thicker than normal, and I think that makes it sound better. It obviously weighs a little bit more by being thicker, so it feels more like if there are a routine where the spectator needs to move the shell for you, it's going to feel more like a regular coin. And then finally, on the inside, I inserted some Kapton tape, and that Kapton is a space-age insulator. It's made by DuPont historically. It was invented about the same time as Teflon, and it is used by NASA and the space agency as an electrical insulator. And so it insulates a little bit of sound, but most importantly, it protects your coin and allows that depth of the shell to be in full effect. So it's a super thin. It's 1,000th of an inch thick or thin. 1,000th of an inch thin is how thin this tape is. And so it gives a super micro insulator to help with some of the sound when the shell nests and to protect your coins in your shell. So yeah, a lot there.
Awesome.
And
That's awesome.
also, do you want to mention, Jeff, that because it's the way you minted a special coin and the height that you get out of it, you get another gimmick if you have.
If you have and this is my fault, guys. They should have shells in hand. I should give this, but this here is something that you can do. This is going to, I mean, you can see here. I don't know how high resolution my camera is exactly, but this is a shelled coin right here. But you've got a secondary gimmick here, which is a sun and moon. So if you combine it with our Copeland copper silver, then you get in effect, you can get a sun and moon. So that allows for color change transpositions. And it's a very inexpensive way to get into what is historically, I would say, a pretty expensive gimmick, right, Rick? The sun and moon?
Yeah.
So,
and just so people know, a sun and moon coin, the shell sits totally flush to the opposing face of that coin. Whereas your typical expanded shells or unexpanded shells, they're not going to cover completely. A good one will cover 90% or so, but you can't achieve the sun and moon coin effect with just adding an expanded shell to a copper silver coin. But
right.
The Copeland coin is going to cover completely down to the opposite face, flush.
Right. So that's the advantage where I don't want to call this a poor man's version. You're going to pay for the extra machining to get a true sun and moon, no doubt. There might be 3 coins involved in that. We have not tackled producing one of those yet. However, by having that full coverage, what Rick is saying is you can effectively get pretty stinking with our illusion edge, with our deep shell. You can get effectively the same exact thing for a fraction of the price. So, awesome. And they can work. Awesome. Then they can work independently as well, which is a sun and moon gimmick. They can work independently, but your copper silver is going to be a little more exposed if you're trying to use it independently. So
that's awesome. Well, I want to just highlight a couple things coming in from the comments here. We got people joining from all over. Shiloh here from Utah, Howard here from New Jersey. Good to see you guys. And Matthew says his shell is being delivered as we speak. He can hardly contain his excitement. So that's pretty good. But we got a couple questions already coming in. Mike asked, does the shell talk? And you mentioned a little bit about that. Can you just expound on the tape and stuff inside?
Yeah, I would say as a copper shell and the material, there can be some talking. So with most shells, I think there is, and that's why Rick is going over the handling video. There is some technique, I guess, with handling shells. And so I would say that I don't have that 100% perfectly solved for, and that's part of some of the sacrifice to get the full coverage. However, for all performance, everything that I've been doing with it, taking it out, like I don't think it's an issue. So Rick, you have any thoughts on that?
The other thing he might mean is, does it rattle side to side?
This is me trying to rattle it.
Can you do a steeplechase?
Yeah, I did a steeplechase earlier if you guys have my ring on, but steeplechase is over the ring, I guess. Is that steeplechase is when it jumps the ring, right? Then regular coin roll. I'm trying to do this in frame. So I don't know if you hear it or not. There is a little subtle, but the thing is it's going to stay closed. So in any and all performance survivors, y'all hear that? I hear it very, very subtle. Like you would never hear that in performance, but you can get, so you're going to hear the coin rubbing, and then that's the load. So I would say that there is a subtle talking, full disclosure, but highly effective.
Sure. And that Kapton tape was a really cool addition to.
Yeah, the Kapton no doubt helps. It protects the coins. It protects everything going in there because I don't want to scratch my coins. So yeah, it really helps quite a bit. So you put a thicker cushion in there, no doubt, and make it as quiet as you want, but you would sacrifice then the depth. But yeah.
And this is a curious question. When we minted these, did we get 2 shells from one coin? Because you're keeping the same edge, right? So you don't.
No. You get 1 coin per shell, and that's the case with the copper silver as well. So the copper silver with illusion edge, which I guess I have exposed this more on the live stream, so it's no different to expose shell. Now that we're deeper into the video, I guess I don't mind, because if somebody's really curious to be watching, the illusion edge, most of this coin is silver. There is just the smallest air breather in the middle of this coin for the glue, and we give a demonstration. Unfortunately, somebody's going to pirate this idea, so I'll just go ahead and tell you guys how it works. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they respect the ingenuity of me and my team. But this is the original. This is 2 coins. You can't split and turn 4 coins into 2 copper silvers. Same thing with the shell. It's just hollowed out. So we're deep enough in this live stream now. I'll expose this to the Kapton tape. This is what it's looking like on the inside. So that's just 1 solid oversized coin. And again, I don't know if anybody else has done the oversized coin or not. This was just my rationale to have no expansion. So there's no distortion on the face at all. It is a regular coin. It's to the almost exact dimensions. That's the Kapton tape, and that's like super, super thin in there. So that's why you sacrifice. If you put a pillow in there, you could cushion all the sound, but then you wouldn't have the full coverage. And so that's where a lot of shells sacrifice that, but I don't think the sound is an issue. So
Sure. Here's another question. Do the Tiger Tan shells fit over Kingdom coins?
They certainly do. And so that's a good thing to ask about. So I know that my Kingdom coin $half are a little thicker, so they may stick out a little bit. But the idea of these coins, I've got a $half here as well. The $half is that they were to, this is going to be double face, that they were to fit over the Tiger Tan shell was for the Tiger Tan coin. And so if you guys know anything about coin shells, they are specific to the coins. And so that's something, full disclosure, we put that up on the website. The $half shell is for $half Tiger Tan coins or our $half copper silver. So this $half shell is probably not going to fit over your standard silver dollar.
So let's actually show that real quick. I got the chart up here, so we made a little chart.
Appreciate it. And that's just limitation of the coin. I mean, it's what we can do to have that perfect coverage and create that sun and moon effect and not have it rattling in there. All these things that we just talked about, they're just coin specific. And so that's where it's at.
Of course. Yeah. So if you have any questions of, will this shell fit my coin? All you got to do is go to copelandcoins.com and you'll see on the shell page this exact chart here just to help you out with deciding there.
Yeah, be clear that the dollar-sized coin shell is probably going to cover every single silver dollar out there. Silver, my coins, my copper silver, no matter what. It's just the $half is going to probably not cover your typical halves because they're just, you're talking about fractions of millimeters off, but that's what makes the difference.
Sure. And Shiloh had a good point here. He says he's still trying to decide on the size to match it to his copper silver half or go full coverage dollar. And the good news is, we'll get to this at the very end, this is a part of our sale, and you can basically get both for a really good deal. So I'm gonna tip that at the end here. But any chance of a copper silver brass set in the future?
Who is it?
James is always asking about this.
Yeah, I just talked to somebody. I leaked a video, and apparently it made. I didn't know it made its way around YouTube. Yes, yes. I mean, I need a solution, but basically have the parts in house. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Here's another good question. Will the shell fit in the Copeland coin box?
Yes. The slot box. It's a little tight on the slot box. I'll tell you that. But yes, absolutely. That's why we minted our coin boxes to be used with shells. So it will work in the Boston recess. It will work. That's where you get that full coverage. And I wonder if I have one here on the table. I know where they are. If we break to somebody else, I'll run off camera, go grab one. But they should work just fine. They're absolutely going to work in every coin box. Do they hold in the slot? It's a little tight. So it's just one of those things. Try to get everything universal to line up across the systems. Man, we're working really hard. So I can show you. I have done it, so I didn't have any issues.
Yeah, we'd love to see it, but I want to ask Rick real quick because he talks a lot about the coin boxes and the shells and stuff. Rick, can you tell us anything about why you think this is a pretty versatile gimmick? Because I know you've used shells and that can coin boxes and things. So, what do you think as far as versatility here for the gimmick?
Yeah, I mean, I have bought a lot of gimmicks in my life, but really the two that have stood the test of time through, real work, real performance is a shell and a copper silver coin. And oddly enough, they're the oldest coin gimmicks if you look back through the books. And if anyone has the copper silver video, there's a nice slide in there that references The Discovery of Witchcraft by Reginald Scott, where like in the 1500s, it's talking about copper silver coins and how they're made. And in the description of that trick, in my opinion, is the birthplace of the shell, but it's not a shell. They describe the copper silver coin, and then they describe, oh, here's another idea you can do to cover the copper side. You take another sliver of a silver coin and put some wax on that. So you can show a complete silver coin, and then in the process of the routine, you slide off that silver disc. So that could be interpreted as the origin of what later became a shell.
Sure.
But really, it's kind of also just a split coin. So these ideas go back to the 1500s, and like I said, out of all the stuff I've bought over the years, the two things that have remained constant are a shell and a copper silver coin. And speaking to the versatility, I mean, it doesn't get cleaner. If you have a routine that coins are multiplying or traveling or disappearing, the shell, it doesn't get cleaner if you're using a shell. It's like, and I'll hint to the video, but Jeff talks about this in the video.
Share all you want, Rick. Sure.
It's like all the advantages you have with a deck of cards and hiding a single card. Once that card's on the deck, it's lost. Or if it's in the middle of the deck and then controlled to the top or the bottom, it's still it's hidden. The audience doesn't know where that card is. So like a shell, once that shell is nested onto a coin or unnested, the audience is unaware of that. You might run into the person that might know about, oh, coins can be gimmicked in this way. But your regular spectator has no clue,
right?
What a gimmicked coin, or that you could do this to coins. So it's a deadly weapon. And, there's, if anyone cares to get into Jeff Lotta's work, he has interesting approaches with the shell that aren't so obvious as to like, uncover a coin, recover a coin, but he uses shells in ways to clean up. Like he'll vanish a coin over here and then use a shell to prove the other vanish happened, if that makes sense. If you have his book, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Yeah, a shell and copper silver coin, so versatile for all of your magic and many effects. And
sure,
that's got them both here. Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, I want to quickly just share with everybody what the options are, what's included. So you can see an initial price here, but it's going to depend on what you're choosing here. So when you go on the website, and that's going to be copelandcoins.com, I believe it's /shell. Yeah, /shell. We'll give you that site here in a second. But basically, you're going to choose which size you want, which side face you want, and whether or not you want an extra coin, a Tiger Tan coin that matches that. And then along with that, you get the download, which is what Rick was working on at the beginning of the video, is this massive download with, what's it got in it, Jeff? Handlings, it's got a number of routines and also like maintenance and things.
Yeah, so it's got all the basic unnestings and stuff like that. How the handling of a shell. I talk about how to make it quiet so it doesn't talk. I talk about how to remove it, how to basically the two basic things of appearance and vanish. Go over that with some detail, and then I talk about care and maintenance. Talk about how to store it, how to protect it, and then I tip some real work that, man, I wish I had when I first got into magic. I first got into shells, and then I predominantly moved towards ungimmicked work. And now as I get older, I start moving back towards gimmick work, realizing how powerful it is. But there's some tips and techniques on how to repair a damaged shell, because accidents happen, life happens. And so I tip some real work that if you have other shells, if you have my shell, it could literally save you hundreds of dollars during the course of your magic career. And so we've got this video value price at $24.95 because it comes with those tips that could literally save you hundreds of dollars over the course of your magic career, plus 2 complete routines that are kind of unique in that they just use a shell and 1 coin. And they're as basic as possible to get you up and running really fast. And so you get the 2 routines and like the bonus material. So it's like value packed. It turned into a full-length video. And that, as you know, as our videos, they come with the Dave system. So you get the ebook, you get the expert teaching with the photographs and all the extra notes and ideas, and the video. So we value price those for all that gets packed there. We value price those at $24.95. Well, that video is included with the shell. So if you're at a $50 shell, you're the entry level port. If you already have a Tiger Tan coin, you're at $49. So basically, you're getting a shell for $25, which is just a steal with all the value and the information you're getting. So we've got these guys priced at a stellar price point for high quality. The same guy, Mr. G, who does my coin boxes, made these shells. And so if you know anything about Mr. G's quality, it's impeccable. And so these shells are built, they're workers, and you can see there's a picture of the tolerance of how tight it fits on that coin. And so you're talking about talking earlier, there's just not much there. It's yeah, I'm proud. Then you can see that's how the lip sits on that when I'm calling it 100% coverage. So flip that coin over and there's nothing to see. And that's by design. That exact depth, I could have gone deeper, I could have gone shallower. That exact depth is by design for working. So it's not, oh, Jeff, I wish you had gone deeper, or wish it had been shallow, or whatever. That's exact depth I wanted. Like, we did several prototypes.
Sure. Well, a couple of final things I want to wrap up here. Michael says, nice to see you, Michael. You guys are killing me. I'm giving my wife a Christmas list: recoil, copper, silver, a couple shells. But here's what I want to get to, and this answers Shiloh's question from earlier. Right now, we are in the middle of our Black Friday sale. And the Black Friday sale, if I can show here, is absolutely insane. And if you purchase at a certain level, you will get one of these shells for free. So to answer Shiloh's question from earlier, if you want to purchase one of the shells as a part of your cart, and then you get a free the second type of shell that you wanted. To answer somebody else's question, if you want to get copper, silver, you can get that free shell on top of it. Let me just kind of show you what it looks like.
Limited time only, people.
This is literally lasting until Monday. Like, it's just Monday.
That's it. while supplies last. So
Exactly. So we have all these different price levels and a bunch of free gifts and things. I'll let you guys check all that out yourself, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. This is the page here. And so if you go to this link here, which I have, boom, 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 copelandcoins.com, Black Friday, just go to our website and you'll see it right there on the homepage. And that is what we want you to go ahead and check that out because that's going away Monday. We don't want you to miss it.
yeah, there's just some stellar gifts. Like if you spend $100, $100 on our website for quality craftsman stuff that's going to last you for the rest of your life, you get a free shirt. So this is our
brand check out this shirt.
Yeah, and I just got these in on Saturday. Otherwise, Rick and Caleb will be wearing them. But this is our coin roll flourish with the Make Beautiful Magic. This is a brand new product we just launched on Friday. It comes with this glorious shirt. It's kind of got the retro fade. Throw back to your favorite pastime sports if you're into sports, but we're not into sports. We're into coin magic, so we made our own. And it features the coin rollout. And the best thing about this shirt is if you want to learn the coin rollout, it comes with a free download that teaches you how to do the 4-coin rollout.
Bam. So if you've been wanting the exact perfect way to intro into magic, you're wearing a shirt, somebody's like, what is that? Let me show you. And all of a sudden you're into this move right here.
Yeah.
The coin roulette.
It works really great. So it's actually got some of these shirts for my kids. They've been wearing them around over the weekend. And you want to learn this move? It's I'm going to give you all the breakdowns, everything. You can perform it with the shirts. It's life size on the shirt or life size in your hands. It's kind of fun.
So I'll tell you just to wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please go to copelandcoins.com. We got it right down here with the banner. Help make all of Rick's work worth it. All right. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love everything you get there. So go check it out and get the sales. And if you have any questions, email us at team@copelandcoins.com. All right. Anything else, guys?
Right.
Man, I think that about covers it. I just hope everybody takes advantage of this Black Friday sale because it only works at Black Friday. We can't do these margins year round. It's off volume. You guys understand how sales work this time of year, and so this is our contribution. And never done anything like this before. You check it out, you see the value. It's loaded in there. As a matter of fact, people look at the top price. We've got something. I'll end on this. Never been done before. I'm offering private lessons. Like I don't do this. I turn these down. I pass these off to other people. But Rick is on there, Rooster's on there, and I am on there as the top tier. If you spend the top amount, then we will give you a free 1-hour private lesson of whatever you want to talk about within Coin Magic. Now, Rick may do cards with you, but within Coin Magic, we'll break it down and we'll take it. So I know that I've already seen a couple people taking an offer with each and every one of us. So that's very limited supply. So I'm only offering five lessons personally, and Rick and Rooster are 10 each, and so there's a handful of those left if you want to grab one. So
if I was doing my free lesson with Rick, I would ask how to grow a beard like that. That's what I want to know. the real secret.
that one would be the next price tier, man. That's more than a 1-hour lesson.
That's true. Oh man. Awesome. Well, we're going to end it there. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you next week. Check out the sale.